Ladies and gentlemen of Asteroid Fight Club, you guys are so incredible. Thanks to Marsh Stars, Space River News, Greg Pookie, and the gang, I'm now within $1,162 of hitting my February fundraiser. You guys are just so awesome. Quick funny story. So I bought a $42 ring light and tripod for my live casts, and then I was like, oh my God, does anybody really want to see my face well lit in HD? Anyway, I don't know if I'll ever be going live again. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. All right, the weather's kind of boring, and it is the middle of winter, 69 days until Easter. And I think everybody's got a little bit of seasonal affected disorder. The SADS. Zip Zap Pow, another asteroid, has missed us, so I guess take the Pow out of that. This was on the 5th, and it just grazed the hair in our teeth, 0.2 lunar distances away. 2022 could have been 3, and if asteroids are metaphors for weirdness, then tomorrow, the 8th, is going to be a weird day. And the sun has still been super duper freaking out. It's got 5 sunspots on it right now. And it's just had filaments and coronal mass ejections and solar flares that are zing zam pow pap bam. Look at that. And that's going to hit us right in the face on the 10th. And so, I don't know, maybe that energy will knock us out of our funk. Possibly, maybe. We'll see. Let's watch it one more time. Bam. That's impressive. Elon Musk was like, how come no one ever talks about good news? And well, here's some good news for you, buddy. Brought to us by Zero Hedge. Putin warns no winners in World War III. Well, wow, that's breaking news. Agrees to work with Macron on peace proposals. And sounds like big time de-escalation possibly in Ukraine. And sometimes I make big predictions. And so the whole time I've been like, yeah, I don't think Putin is going to invade Ukraine. I mean, oil has gone up. Everybody's, boosted their defenses. And so, it's an oil and war economy. And it has been since like 1880. Will we ever get to the future? I don't know. But technically, we're kind of in the future right now. Yeah, it kind of feels like dystopian and nothing will ever be great again. But, this is the middle of winter. Dark winter 2022. But hey, I mean, weather's happening. It's just, not super exciting. Nobody's in danger, it doesn't seem. Unless you drive like a dipshit, then you're always in danger. Hey, if there are 2 things I can tell you. A, party smart. And B, drive smarter. Though not necessarily in that order. Rain. More rain. But yeah, I mean, the biggest weather stories now, the fact that there's going to be a very anomalous high pressure zone over the Pacific Northwest and California. And so they're going to get record-breaking heat for the Super Bowl. Oh, that reminds me. I heard that, the Super Bowl is going to be the crypto bowl, and that, half the commercials are all going to be, cryptocurrency commercials. And so, sure, yeah, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin will probably pump into the Super Bowl and then dump after the Super Bowl. And so that is my prediction, that it will pump into the Super Bowl and then dump after the Super Bowl. Yep, some of you people are getting wet. Some of you people are getting snow. Hey, did you notice a week ago when everybody was telling everybody to kiss their ass? Not me, but I saw 8 different people say, kiss my ass. That was weird. I wonder if it was in the astrology. Bye-bye, snow. Somebody's like, kiss my ass, snow. I guess. A real soaker overnight. Watch for ponding on the roadways. And fog. And fog means vampires. One time, a lady was like, hey, there are no real vampires, and vampires don't hang out in fog. You're fear-mongering. I couldn't tell if she was joking, like I'm joking, or I don't know. Despite the stagnation of the overall pattern, boring, read. The weather at the surface could be particularly gusty as enhanced off-flow shores occurs in California. Hey, can I take this moment to just side break you? All right, so I need to break out of my doldrums because, see here, that's a 14-minute version of the Pluto return video. Avoid World War III, I think that's a 6-minute version. Doomsday Clock, what was it, 2 minutes? I got quite a few. Super Fun, what is Super Fun at? Super Fun's at 40 minutes. So I've been just working on these edited videos It's like crazy. But I haven't been able to finish them all. I don't know why, man. I need to click back into my zone. And I like how when people say, oh, they're trying to cancel so-and-so, that just means that everybody's going to talk about them all the time. And I'm going to risk getting canceled by saying, beautiful women are beautiful. All right. And long-duration C-class flares from yesterday are beautiful. And the irony is, you know, I looked at myself on camera and I'm like, I'm not beautiful, but yet I love beauty. I don't know. What would Freud say? He'd probably say a corn dog is a penis. And then I'd be like, you're no help whatsoever, Freud. And then Nietzsche would be like, you're too happy. And I'd be like, you shut the fudge up, Nietzsche. Chris Grapon, freezing rain spotted in Connecticut. It's way too warm. That's the theme. This is a really mild winter, man. I'm trying not to start a fight with the Grand Solar Minimum guys, the Mini Ice Age guys, but holy crap. Did you guys get it wrong? For like 5 years. Okay, great. It's like March going to be on fire. I think there's a chance the storm we had last week, especially for Texas, could be the biggest storm we get for the rest of the winter. But the weather's kind of boring until like the 16th, 17th, 18th. And then it could get exciting. But, you know, we're not looking at any hard freezes anytime soon, I don't think. Great news. My biggest prediction yet, the prediction I made in February of 2020, that the spring would be a whole lot better in all cases. That is true. It looks like there's a good chance. So we might have a good chance to have a good spring and a good summer. The bad news is this shit is still really bad. It's like a 9/11 a day. You know? I don't know, man. I'm just saying it's Planetary Defense Command. Everything is so flipping weird. And Los Angeles Super Bowl people. Remember, it's the year of the Tiger, and the Bengals are playing, and there's a lot of Capricorn energy, and the Rams are in there. Ian Livingston, hashtag Team Jet Weirding, hashtag Cranky Weather Guy, when you come back, bitch. Excessive heat watch for Los Angeles. 90 degrees, possibly, in February. Yeah, that is super anomalous, bro. I need to watch Encanto. Everybody says it's great. And I was a little hurt that Rosa Diaz wasn't Echo in the MCU. That's a niche statement. But yeah, everybody talking about the torch. And remember, it was super hot in Texas up until January 5th. And so, it's going to be a hot summer, I would guess. Katya saying, hey, Domino's will tip you $3 to pick up your own pizza. So, hey, that labor shortage everybody's talking about, I guess, is coming to fruition. Elizabeth Lietman is like, hey, no thunder makes Liz a sad, severe storms meteorologist. Yeah, I was saying it, man. I don't know. It's kind of boring right now. So I'm doing my best to spice it up because you guys are so great to me. And, you know, I'm having like, I don't know. The only thing I spend money on really is my bills and smokes and energy drinks and sometimes beer. That's about it. I mean, I go out like rarely, once every blue moon. And even when I do spend money, like on the $43 on my tripod and light, I'm like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Anyway, what I'm trying to say, these clippers are coming, but they're not really big deals. What I'm trying to say is I want to watch Yellowstone because everybody's like, oh, Yellowstone's great. So I got the Amazon free for a month to watch Reacher. Reacher was just okay. And Amazon's like, yeah, you're going to have to pay $15 a season if you want to watch Yellowstone, buddy. So I texted my mom and I was like, is it really that good? And my mom was like, yes. Anyway. Man, I need to snap it on my phone and give you guys a bunch of edited videos. Andrew Pritchard, next 5 to 10 days, will continue to be a snooze across central U.S. But long-range guidance continues to suggest the development of a southeast U.S. ridge western trough could signal active track impact at the end of February into March. Hey, man, it's been windy in Montana. You know, I'm just letting people know. It's been windy in Montana. Eric Fischer. Toasty, Super Bowl week in Los Angeles. February 90-degree temps are uncommon there. And remember, we will be on the lookout for another major volcano eruption 3.5 months after Tonga. And one can happen at any time, plus also earthquakes. And so anytime you get like a high pressure zone that's just kind of hanging out, causing anomalous shit, you know, it keeps us on our guard. And you know what's weird is Canada's gotten more press now in the last week than they did when a heat dome killed 1,000 people, in my opinion. I stay in the middle. That's another thing. I want to remind people, I don't know, we're all sinners. I have times I can be an arrogant ego guy. And so I don't tend to be like, oh my God, I look to one person for all my information and advice. Or, oh my God, I worship a politician. I mean, I don't know. I get attracted to beautiful women, but that is different than being like, oh my God, I wish I could hear everything she had to say all the time. And technically, I'm a screenwriter, so I'm like, yeah, you're beautiful, but let me write your fucking dialogue. I cussed at the 10-minute mark. What was it talking about anyway? So I like to stay in the middle, man. And, I don't know. You guys are great. You guys have been with me for years, and you know that we don't have to agree on everything. And technically, I don't know anyone who agrees with me on every single thing. But yeah, definitely avoid Civil War and avoid World War III. And can I tell you now that if you hung on for 10 minutes, part of me is sad because I'm like, what if I never, this is after I turned on the circle light and saw my face. I'm like, oh my God, what if I never get to have sex again? And people are like, you should just deal with it. And I can, and I will, but I'm still saying it still seems like something to be sad about. I mean, if you wanted to be sad, I'll get over it. Another thing, like Peter's saying, with their Twitters, whenever the weather gets boring, people just start to fight and argue in the weather Twitter community. And so the big fight over the last few days is, are people who use a lot of math the real meteorologists? And I'm like, I'm a planetary defense commander. I don't like math, man. Anyway, anytime I see the word strombolian, that makes me hungry. The Luotola volcano has had some strombolian activity, and that just means it's Italian, which is weird because it doesn't end in a vowel. This reminds me, my dad, he used to take me to Dave and Buster's and other bars, and we'd play that shuffleboard game where you slide the little puck all the way down and try to get to hang off without falling off. It's almost like Macron and Putin are playing shuffleboard. That's cool that they should move the flowers, but I guess that's part of the strategy. A tornado kid talking about double clipper action. Yeah, even Boston is making fun of the temperatures. Saying, is this it? Is this it for winter? Right now, the modelers are saying it might be. So, but still, ExxonMobil has deep pockets, so they'll probably do what they can to continue to sell a mini ice age and a grand solar minimum. I mean, who can fight the oil companies? No one. So let's take a page from Anthony Michael Hall and believe for divine intervention. Pray for world peace and keep the faith in the year of the tiger. Yeah, I pray for world peace, man. And I want to say thank you again to everybody, because I was hanging on by like a thin thread through like October and then even November, December. There were 2 periods where I only had like $6, and then I got suspended for a week. I only had like $27. And this is the first time in months, almost for like a year, that I've even had a tiny bit of breathing room. And so like my hackers and haters seem to, the balloon has gone out, they've deflated a little. And so thank you. Anyway, elevated fire danger, LA. But I'm thankful that ExxonMobil hasn't had me killed. And I still have a YouTube channel. I'm just shadow banned. That's fine. It's been almost 2 weeks since snow fell across Scott County. The snowpack is still there today. The snowpack is like extended family. Oh, sure, you welcome them at first, but by 2 weeks, you might whisper to your significant other, while they still here. I only spent like 3 days with mom in Florida, and then 3 days with the family for Christmas. You gotta leave them wanting more. You know what I'm saying? All right. The microchip deal between ARM and NVIDIA fell apart. You're good and you're faithful. So the pattern here that this dude, by Joe, is talking about, yeah, that would be around the 20th, which is like 2 weeks away. So who knows if it'll be there. I'm just saying that, like, like the weather's pretty boring. We don't get another big storm. Like, look, I'll let it run in its natural cause. So, you get some clippers and you'll get some rain. Even the Valentine's Day storm has kind of disappeared. You might get heavy rain in Florida, but, it's not that big a deal. And then the temperatures are lukewarm overall. Man, I sure am talking to you guys a lot. I'm at 14 minutes in this video, and there's really not much happening. Although we avoided World War III, it looks like. So that's great news. But yeah. I guess I'll wrap it up with the temperature. I mean, you'll still be getting winter up here. But it seems like down for the south, and even it's just not going to be that big of a... Texas might not... Houston, I don't know. I'm saying it doesn't seem like a super strong winter. And we're only like 43 days away from the spring, somewhere around there. So we passed the middle of winter and we're a few days out, but it doesn't look, anything can change. Lots of things can change. Everything can change. And keep talking about this corridor. Look how it's going to be a lot warmer up there. I don't get that right now. Anyway, so this is the 14th, 13th, and so this is like the coldest next cold snap, which seems to be not as strong as the last one we had, which would suggest that a week ago was like the coldest point, or 4 days ago. Time is weird these days. I'm at 15 minutes. I should probably wrap it up. If I want to talk, I should just do another video. Anyway, so yeah. But, it's definitely going to get cold, and you guys will be freezing. Anywho, anything else? But during this time of supposedly USA and Russia being mad at each other, the two groups have been working together to break down on hacking groups. We've been told, at least. All right, so you guys are utterly, amazingly, absolutely freaking fantastic. And I appreciate you. This is just a storm that's under Australia. It won't be hitting it. But it is beautiful. Kind of like you. All right. I would just like to say thank you again to everybody. You guys are so amazing. Only got $1,162 left to hit the February fundraiser. Keep the THORnews up and running. You guys know how to do it. You guys are very smart. Thank you, Mars Stars. I got a card in the mail with the sun on it. Made me smile. Thank you, Space River News. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Pookie. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Wizard of Oz. Thank you, the Texas Angel. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Max. Oh, and thank you, Wizard of Oz. They sent me Cheese Whiz in a can. Well, I mean, they sent me a whole care package, but I hadn't eaten Cheese Whiz in a can or Ritz in a long time. And I don't know, it's just, you guys are so great to me. And thank you to Bruce. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you to Max. Thank you to KJ. Thank you to Ann. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Marlita. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Light Soul. Thank you to Arnica. Thank you to Glenda. Thank you to Barbara. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to Alexis. Oh, and I'll try and muster up the courage to go live again. All right. Stay cool. God bless everyone. You guys are great. And the spring and summer are almost here, so keep hope alive. God is good. And you are pretty awesome too. Stay cool. God bless everyone.